you remember they took all of our energy rights. They took all of our oil from not that long ago, and we want it back, but they took it. They illegally took it.
American institutions for centuries has taught their citizens to be blinded by patriotism, to believe wholeheartedly in the United States government, that they're smartly using our taxpayers' dollars, that they're doing what is best for America in the name of democracy, justice, and equality. They also don't teach their citizens to critically think. Here we have Donald Trump about how Venezuela took America's energy and oil rights away. We should be questioning right there the points of reference. What rights? What agreements? Why would a foreign country give another country rights to their natural resources, which is their largest exporter in their economy, like oil? Speaking of that, let's do a quick research on why America would be even interested in what is going on in Venezuela. Venezuela is exceptionally rich in natural resources, primarily possessing the world's largest proven oil reserves, along with significant deposits of natural gas, iron ore, bauxite, gold, and diamonds, making petroleum the backbone of its economy, though it also has hydroelectric potential from rivers like the Orinoco. Here is Venezuela's key resources. As you can see, petroleum, natural gas, bauxite, iron ore, gold and diamonds, coal, and other minerals like nickel, phosphate, copper, zinc, lead, titanium. All of these rare minerals in this natural resource rich country. As for energy and water, hydroelectricity, a major power source, especially from the Guri Dam on the Caranoe River, part of the Orinoco system. Agricultural products, sugar, coffee, corn, bananas. Economic significance. Oil accounts for the vast majority of Venezuela's export earnings, making it a major global energy player and a founding member of OPEC. So we can easily see why a Western imperialist power like America would be interested in a country like Venezuela.
Getting land, oil rights, whatever we had, they took it away because we had a president that maybe wasn't watching, but they're not going to do that. We want it back. They took our oil rights. We had a lot of oil there. As you know, they threw our companies out, and we want it back.
Listen to the arrogance and smugness of Donald Trump here. With the tone of how dare a country try to take control of its natural resources and force a foreign country to abide by the rules of the native land. Donald Trump is talking like Venezuela is a U.S. colony. Venezuela is not a U.S. colony. It's an independent sovereign nation in South America with a president named Nicolas Maduro. Despite how you feel about his policies, America has absolutely no right to show this aggression towards a sovereign country without exhausting all efforts of diplomacy. And we have to be very careful and do independent research on if President Maduro is actually a boogeyman dictator? And did the native people of Venezuela cry out for international support?
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice.
If you study United States politics, especially their foreign policy, you know how America feels about Hugo Chavez and Nicolas Maduro. On November 24th, 2025, the Trump administration labeled Maduro and his party as a terrorist group. The Organization of American States published a 400-page report claiming crimes against humanity by Maduro's regime. Also accused of narco-terrorism, of shipping cocaine to the United States to wage a health war on its U.S. citizens. All of a sudden, after decades of cooperation and allowing narcotics to flow into this country and largely target inner cities and urban communities, do we really think America suddenly cares about narco-terrorism? We see the narrative right here being formed to justify what the United States did in Venezuela.
No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly, in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have.
What Donald Trump just described right here, I would encourage people to go and watch the movie on Netflix called Back in Action, featuring Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz, where they were trying to prevent the antagonists of this film from getting a device called the key. The key was a device that can control an electricity / power of a city that they wanted to control. So a lot of times when we watch these movies, there's a lot of truth in America kind of showing the things that they're capable of through film.
It was dark and it was deadly. But captured along with his wife, Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York, it's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States and its citizens. I want to thank the men and women of our military who achieved such an extraordinary success overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence. If you would have seen what I saw last night, you would have been very impressed. I'm not sure that you'll ever get to see it, but it was an incredible thing to see. Not a single American service member was killed, and not a single piece of American equipment was lost. We had many helicopters, many planes, many people involved in that fight. But think of that, not one piece of military equipment was lost, not one service member was, more importantly, killed. The United States military is the strongest and most fearsome military on the planet by far, with capabilities and skills our enemies can scarcely begin to imagine. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world. There's no equipment like what we have, and you see that even if you just look at the boats. You know, we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by sea. 90%. Each boat kills on average 25,000 people. We knocked out 97%. And those drugs mostly come from a place called Venezuela.
We have seen, if we pay close attention, how the underworld of illegal drugs works. Even if Venezuela or Colombia is guilty of working to get cocaine in America, usually several American businesses, politicians, law enforcement, judiciary members are bought off and or cooperate with these cartels. And then the drugs get smuggled into the country and miraculously gets flooded into inner city communities that are usually non-white communities.
We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. And it has to be judicious, because that's what we're all about. We want peace, liberty, and justice for the great people of Venezuela.
Donald Trump is basically saying America will now control this country until they set up a puppet leader that they can control to run this country while America exploits it of its natural resources. I'm saying this based on history and America's track record in these type situations. To me, in my opinion, and I know the facts need to continue to flow out to the public, but this smells like America using Western imperialist ideas and actions, using a savior complex narrative. And this is what Malcolm X and so many great leaders told us about, on how America uses its press to control the narrative to win the court of public opinion. Again, what is in Venezuela? It's a major power in the energy and natural gas industry. It has petroleum, natural gas, bauxite, iron ore, gold, diamonds, coal, and other rare and critical minerals. Trump attacks on Venezuela and Nigeria here recently are age-old Western imperialist intimidation tactics to teach lessons to other nations that don't go along with Western rules of domination. And like Malcolm X told us, they will grab their press and their media and justify these acts of violence by creating a narrative of a savior. Most Americans will buy this because many Americans are still blinded by patriotism. You will see the narrative form that the U.S. is doing this in the name of democracy by policing and eliminating the dictators. But are we going to stop and think, is this the reality? Or is this smoke and mirrors for America to further control yet another country for its natural resources? I have very little doubt that America truly cares about the people of Venezuela when it comes to their freedom, justice, and equality. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.